There's the people. So, I'm going to be doing a speech about one of the most important things of my life, which was wrestling. So, during my 8th grade year, I had a lot of struggles, but I overcame them, especially during the IKWF state finals, which I actually competed in the state finals against the guy who I lost to earlier on in the season. When when it got to the match, everyone didn't really know if I was going to win, or if I didn't even know myself if I was going to win. But as time went on during the match, I pulled through. He was beating me earlier on in the match 2-0, and I came back last minute and won actually the match 3-2. So overall, though, this sport shaped me into who I am, and it taught me a lot of lessons to the point where I don't know where I'd be without the sport. So, according to Vanny Mellinger, he states in the article 17 Facts of Wrestling, which was last edited May 29th. He states, wrestling is not only physically demanding, but mentally challenging. Wrestlers must possess mental toughness, discipline, and the ability to strategically outmaneuver their opponent on the mat, which I was never the strongest or the fastest on the mat, but the way how I would beat people is actually I would beat them mentally. So overall, I beat them mentally, and on top of that, strategically, I beat them too as well. Two things that I will be going over in my speech is one, the challenges for wrestling, and as well as that, what I've learned throughout my time of wrestling. One of the challenges that a lot of wrestlers face is a tough mindset. Throughout the years that I have wrestled, I struggled a little bit with a tough mindset because of the fact of it took a lot of years to train myself to get there overall. Don Sasso, who was one of my coaches back when I was in Kids Club, actually is who helped me a lot to creating a tough mindset. He was the one who broke me a lot because of the fact of he taught me everything I could to the point where I would break down. I didn't even know what I was doing sometimes, and he structured me back on set, and on top of that, straightened me out when I need to be straightened. But another thing that a lot of people struggle with and is a challenge for wrestling is managing weight. Big thing with managing weight is a lot of people like to eat and eat a lot of junk food, which is not good for you, especially if you're trying to lose weight and maintain it. Overall, it was a struggle for me throughout the years, but I did a pretty good job overall with maintaining weight. I know a lot of my friends have struggled in the past with maintaining weight, but thankfully I've never missed weight. But the things that wrestling has taught me was hard work, which throughout the years, without pushing myself to the limits, I wouldn't be the wrestler I was back in high school. And as well as that, another thing that wrestling taught me was how to be healthy, which according to the article How Wrestling Prepares You in Life, which was published April 3rd, 2023 by Kaz Knipe, who wrestled. He states, wrestling is a great way to stay active and keep your body healthy. It retains physical strength, agility, endurance, and involves using every major muscle group in your body, which this is a very important thing because of the fact of wrestling keeps you in very good shape, and it shows you how to diet, and as well as that, it also strengthens your muscles and your conditioning levels. Everything that you can imagine, wrestling does help you with. And one of the other things too as well that wrestling has taught me was how to make friends. Overall, throughout the school years, I never really made my friends through actually school, but my outside friends actually came all from wrestling, and without those friends, I don't know where I would be today. And I'm very grateful for those. So basically, wrestling has taught me hard work, how to be healthy, and to make friends. Which, in conclusion, this shows you some of the things that happened in my life, and as well as that stuff that has changed me, and wrestling was a big part of it. Overall, the challenges of the sport are very, very hard, but as well as that, the lessons I have learned throughout the years of hard work, healthiness, and making friends to basically help me become where I am today. Which, if it weren't for the long nights of training for wrestling, and as well as that, the cutting and all that, and the mentality that I got from wrestling, I don't know where I would be today, and I'm grateful for the sport of wrestling.